without any recourse. And so you just don't know. These antiquated algorithms are really punitive, and they don't avail to either party what was truly intended.
And you'll be able to answer this for me, because I don't even know if they take this into account. A kid, say 10 years old, not even 10, we drop it down, I'm gonna say to 8. They are not thinking about the material things. They are thinking about the love and the attention that you can bring to them. The material stuff comes in when, oh, I ain't letting daddy see you, and we ain't got this, and you don't have that, and ask your daddy, and it starts being the material thing. We're talking about good guy. Anybody looking at this, we're talking about the good guy.
Right.
When the good guy wants to give his time, what he has. Say, I don't have a lot of money, but I want to give my time. And I'm always there, but you throw me in jail because I can't afford to pay what you get. But Your Honor, guess what? I'm always with my child. I walk her to school. After school, I'm there to get her. I'm giving what I can, but you got to see that. Don't put me in jail and take away where now I don't give them no time or money. And then when I come out, because guess what? When I look from the outside and I see that, I started thinking, man, is this on purpose? Is somebody really trying to destroy the relationship I have with my family and maybe destroy me as a man? Because why else would you throw me in jail? And then also sometimes and women, please don't take this the wrong way, I'm not talking about all. Sometimes you have to educate the woman, because there's some great women out there who be like, you know what, I understand. I know what you're doing, and I know that when you can, you will. But then you got some that, I just want the money. And then those are the ones that concern me, because I say, well, what is it so that you want about the money? If I don't have it right now, you willing to put me in jail knowing I don't have it, but I'm trying. Those, I start questioning, is that money for my child? Or is that money for you?
Yeah.
Because my thing is, the only thing that the child support money, if it goes to paying half the bills, fine. But guess what?
We're all for it.
Right. But if it's say it's $1,000 and the kid is doing $1,000 worth of stuff, soccer, whatever, and I say, okay, well, I'm gonna pay all the soccer bills, then guess what? You ain't paying those bills, so you should have the money for the other bills to take care of that. Because my $1,000 is just my $1,000. What does it matter if it go to? It makes me think that, oh, you're gonna short something somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I just, the only one I'm stuck on is the mortgage. I'll pay that half mortgage. I can send it to the mortgage. Or, Your Honor, tell them to show me all of utility bills. How about we do it like that? You don't throw out some amount. How about when the bills come, we pay half? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that be the amount that you're putting on me, Your Honor. She get a grocery bill, pay half.
Right. And again, it's crazy because, you like you said, if you take away, if you make the ability to be with the child based on the money that's paid, what you're saying is that the child's life is more about value than values. You're saying that it's more quantitative than qualitative. Right. And you're saying that, you can't be a father because you have not paid. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But think about the long-term effects of that. Right. And like you said about the mortgage and stuff, and then it becomes, well, okay, so we look at these we go to court and we look at these, we look at these spreadsheets and we look at these worksheets, and they say, 60-40, and they say 2/3 and 1/3. But the truth of the matter is, you really pay 3/3. Because when you have the child, you don't get no 1/3 back to you. It's not like when you have the child on a weekend or during the summer, you get 1/3 back. No, you pay you pay what you pay. They don't pay anything. The mother or the custodian doesn't pay you anything. You don't get a check. You give checks. You don't get a check. So really, you're paying 3/3, because that 1/3, they retain that. They never seen, you've never seen a man, a non-custodial parent, get a check and say, this is for child support, this is my 1/3. That don't happen.
No.
That don't happen. It's just it becomes a weapon, a tool of power, and the child is caught in the middle, and then you look like you're less than. Because listen, you could have a father and they could be married, and he could be deadbeat, he could be a drunk, he could be abusive, he could do, and he ain't paid a dime. He could do. They can have a joint checking account. Everybody go gets what they need. Everyone gets what they need. But nobody has anything to say because they're together. But once they split, because they're no longer together, they have the different addresses. Now that person is on the hook for the same thing. Think about this. Just let that marinate. You're on the hook for subsidizing what you already took care of when you were together. And now it goes from a pot this big to a pot this big, but the responsibilities are the same. The child's responsibilities are the same.
And you know what? And don't penalize me for wanting to do better. And all of a sudden, I make my life better. And she come back, but I want more money because he's doing better.
And let me interject, and let me take that baton right there. It does not, on either side, it does not inspire or encourage achievement. No. and success. You know why? Because you have the fear. Guess what? If the non-custodial parent, if he goes and gets a raise, gets a new job, he builds a new company, he's not going to tell his child, he's not going to tell his ex, because he feels like he will be penalized for his success. And then the recipient, the custodial parent, the mother, she's not going to tell anybody that she's gotten a raise, that she's doing well, because she's going to be fearful of getting less. Yeah. So this whole system, it disencourages, it does not encourage success and prosperity, which we all should aspire for. So we have to fix it.